Hello everybody, here we are again with another video, this time about this little wonderful synth. It's called ExFriend. I don't know why, but it's a wonderful little instrument. It's wooden, handmade, it's very adventurous. Oh, I did something there. And we're gonna go through three very simple patches, and we're gonna talk the basics about it. As you can see, it's very simple. You can use it with a power adapter or just a normal power adapter for guitar effect pedals, and it has an on-off button, a switch, sorry, and very simple, and an output which is not real stereo, but it is stereo. And now then you got all these beautiful colors, you got the knobs, and you got the keys or pads. These are not keys like in the sense that you have to push it down to make sound. These are just pads, you have to touch them. But if you can see these little holes here, oh, I have to cover them with my finger if I want to have the effect like touching the pad. So if I touch it there, it's not gonna do anything, but if I cover the hole, it's gonna do something. And the knobs, you can just turn them like normal knobs, up and down. As you can hear, something's happening already. I've added a little bit of reverb and a little bit of delay on my DAW in order to make the sounds a little bit talk to us a little bit more. And yeah, let's start. Now, first I need to say that in the beginning I thought it was something that's close to the Seattle Lombard instruments because it looks and feels the same way. It works with bananas, and it needs a lot of patching. But no, this instrument is unique. This instrument is different. It doesn't require you to go crazy with patching. Like this simple patch now has a lot of possibilities, and we'll see what it can do. Now, another thing that's important from the basics is that these are inputs and these are outputs. So what you can do is connect the two sides with a patch and with a cable and see what happens. So we're gonna start with connecting the third yellow with the first blue. That's at least how I organize it, and I make my notes. So in my notes here I have written that this patch is a 4-note sequence. Right now you hear only one low pitch, but I can turn it up by pressing this pad. So now we are droning on one note. You can hear it's not like a real drone, it's more like repeating a note really fast. So what happens if I start moving the knobs is that I'm actually adding pitches into the sequence. And as you can hear, it's not something very precise what happens. So everything influences everything. So it is in a way close to the Seattle Lombard instruments in that sense. It's not like it's extremely logical what happens, but opens up new possibilities. And with the turn of a knob, a little bit, you might go to the next note, you might go to another third up or a fourth up or a fifth up if you know a little bit about music harmony. So this is straightforward. You have a 4-note sequence and the knobs are choosing the pitches that you're going to use in that sequence. Now, what happens with the keys is probably, you noticed already, when I touch this pad, the whole sequence goes down. If I touch this pad, the whole sequence goes up. So these two are going down and up. This sequence, this pad, it stops the sequence on a certain note and repeats that note, and you can remove it and then you can continue. So it's a performance trick, really good to do. And this one, it randomizes the sequence. So also a performance tool. These two, you can stop, you can create a random sequence of the same pitches, and you can start changing the pitches with the knobs. So that's quite straightforward. This patch is great. What I wanted to do also is just add a second cable into this patch without any plan. See what happens. For example, if I take a green here and I connect it with the yellow here, nothing. Let's see. I completely changed the sound, but I think the patch works the same way. Lower, higher. I stop. I randomize the sequence, so it doesn't change completely the patch, it just changes the sound you're working with. This is a little bit more distorted, you could hear it. If I take it out, you hear the difference. Just trying different that's another sound that you can work with. So you can add some variations to the same sequence. For sure has some performance elements here. That's great. Okay, let's move to the next patch. I'll take this out. Turn all the knobs down. Next patch will be, again, starting from yellow 3 into the second blue. And I have here on my notes that this is a drone patch. So let's see what happens. The keys play notes. Right now nothing is being heard. But I think we need to open this first knob. Let's see what happens. Probably the pitch. Nice, yes. So this is important. You need to give it a pitch to drone. So I will make it a little bit lower notes. So first one, it works a little bit as a low pass filter. Or not. Maybe the pitch is too low. No. Yeah. You hear it's like a bit like a filter, and this is like the resonance of the filter. You hear it is ready to feedback. These two knobs are messing with the pitch. And this is some kind of a, yeah. Now you can hear it is behaving like a low pass filter. Really nice sound. And of course, I can play different pitches here. Yeah, And I've written down here on my notes that it's actually the notes that you make usually make a major chord, like a happy chord. La 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 la, major chord. So yeah, it's funny how it works, but you can't hear all the tones together. You hear only one, and you can change. And you can start messing with filters. Let's see, with the resonance high. Yeah, I hear it's almost feedbacking there at the end. Interesting things happen at really extreme settings. So let's say I have this really low. I think the oscillators can go into low LFO territory. Yeah, you hear it is like becoming a rhythmic element. For example, this one goes faster. What happens with the filter then? Interesting things happen. Oh yeah, that's very interesting here. At a very low pitch, somehow you can create pitch with the resonance here. Interesting. And here is like the lowest note. And again, these work normally like filters. I say here knob 1 counterclockwise and clockwise full. Interesting things happen in the extreme settings with this button. This knob, sorry. You hear it if you go also. If you go quickly through the patches, yeah. Yeah, beautiful things happen. Go through quickly through the pitches, you hear them really quick. Look, it's really nice with a little bit of delay, of course. Works really well. And on this pitch, you could add a second cable, yellow 3, same to yellow 1. And suddenly we also have here a sequence. Just in the previous patch, I get stuck on one. Yeah, it's like going back to the other patch, which is something that I didn't expect, to be honest. I thought something else is going to happen according to my notes here, but again, yeah, we like these instruments for their unpredictability and adventurous spirit. Last thing I'm gonna show you today, because the video is getting longer and longer, is yellow 3 to green 3, a little bit of a different patch. Oh, and then immediately we get feedback. Yes, I thought I'm going to show you a little bit of something very different. So you hear different pitches. one with a bit of a lower pitch, the rest is like playing really high pitches. The first note goes quickly through the pitch and then gets stuck on the last one you play. And this one is like a filter again, but adds volume. And then it starts feedbacking. Crazy sounds. Brought them back a little bit like that. And then the third one, it doesn't have any function, it doesn't do anything. The fourth one, yeah, it's feedback or distortion. To me it sounds like feedback. A lot of feedback, you can hear it. And you can go through all the different pitches, and you can add even more high frequencies and volume if you want to. And now this one is also it's like we're scanning through the frequencies with this one. Interesting, very interesting patch. So we need a little bit of volume to make the feedback work, of course. This is one of the most extreme patches that I've found so far. And yeah, what happens with another... We change the sound again. This is an interesting combo. Still does the same, but it changes pitch now from itself. Yeah, it's kind of automating, goes through different pitches. That's interesting. I mean, you don't have to... Oh. Yeah, listen to this for example. I'm afraid to touch anything because when you find something good, you want to keep it, you want to record it. Anyway, let's check it out. Let's live with this simple patch. Sounds like a nice drone. So I think you have a good idea about what this thing can do with just very simple patching. A lot of things, and it's just the tiniest movement of the knob. Like, it could create beautiful things, new harmonics, surprising elements, and it's very good for performances because, yeah, all the knobs of course, but all the keys, they are great. So yeah, this is it. I'm going to make more patches with this, and I'm going to write in the description where you can find it and what else. Of course, it would be great to combine it with a Plumbutter and the X rolls that I've done in another video if you look at the other videos that I've done, and make something wonderful with wooden instruments together. So I hope you enjoyed it, and for any questions let me know, for any comments, any tips of course let me know, and I'll see you the next time at the next video. Bye for now.